Alright, so now I get the extension of the Toy Story trilogy that nobody wanted at all, including me, but I'll review it because I'm gonna see every Pixar film that ever comes out.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Toy Story 4. So Toy Story 4 is the fourth installment into the Toy Story franchise, which nobody asked for, nobody wanted it, including me. I've really not been on board. I mean, the first teaser was okay. The second trailer, I will admit, I have a pretty positive reaction. That final trailer, actually, I don't think that's a very good trailer. Say what you want, I don't like the music choice, and I don't even like the music choice of the second trailer, but I was terrified of this movie. Like most people. I was thinking, walking in, oh my god, they're gonna ruin a perfect trailer. I mean, I didn't think that walking in because I'd seen the Rotten Tomatoes score, but I walked into this movie, I was thinking before, like a month ago, or before the Rotten Tomatoes score happened, I was thinking, oh my god, it's gonna ruin a perfect trilogy. It's gonna be a really bland Pixar movie with not a lot of emotion, but it's still gonna be entertaining and fun. It's gonna tug in your emotion strings, and it's just gonna be a lazy cash grab. That's what really scared me about this movie. And then I'll say it, the animation is phenomenal. Oh my god, it looks so good. It looks photorealistic. Like, it looks amazing at this point. These animators at Pixar, I don't know how this and Incredibles 2 come out back to, like, year to year, because the animation in this film looks absolutely stunning. It looks amazing. Like, oh my god, this movie looks so good. And it makes me really excited because Pixar keeps topping their animation. Frozen 2 is the next film that could top best animation of all time. I don't know what Onward will be. Onward looks great from its visuals, but Toy Story 4 knocks it in the park. This movie looks amazing. And right off the gate, I'll say it, that this film is simply... I'm going to enjoy this film no matter what. And I already said, I was walking in thinking I'm still going to enjoy this because the toys are enjoyable and they are enjoyable. If I were to give one thing, this is kind of a bad way to start this review off, but one thing that Toy Story 3, and I already talked about some of my Toy Story 3 review, one thing that film did so well was it kept all the toys together other than Woody going off on his own thing, but it developed them with the same arc. The whole movie is them together, which I loved. I thought that was so smart and clever. This film doesn't really do that, which bothered me because most of the toys in this film don't really hang out. Most of them are in the RV the entire movie, and a couple of them come out at the ends. A couple of them do little things in it, but they barely ever leave the RV, which I really wished I could have, you know, seen more of them hang out and stuff. But I'm not mad at this film for that. I think it's that I'm not mad at this film for that. I think I praise Toy Story 3 more for doing it, and this movie just, I wish it kind of did it, but I'm not really all that upset. That being said, this movie is freaking great. I love this. I loved it. It was perfect. It was exactly a perfect extension to the series. It didn't feel lazy. It felt perfect. I loved it. This is without a doubt the funniest Pixar film. I thought it was hilarious. There are a lot of added characters to this film. Two of them being, I'm forgetting their names, but they're two plushies. And one of them was a duck. That's all I can remember. They were hilarious. I thought they had very good comedic timing. That's what made them so good. They could just be some two dumb friends, like they wouldn't be that funny. But they had some hilarious comedic timing. There's one specific joke that I think is hilarious. I don't think you'll know the joke, but there's a lot of hilarious jokes in them. And one performance I surprisingly loved. I mean, not surprisingly. Keanu Reeves as Duke Kaboom. Keanu Reeves is a meme now, and I love that because I love Keanu Reeves. And he is awesome in this movie. He is hilarious. He is... Every line he said, I thought was hilarious. Because Keanu Reeves' voice, the whoa voice, is just golden. He is hilarious. Every line he says made me laugh. Which, just because Keanu Reeves, because now he's in two of my favorite movies of the year, John Wick 3 and this film. I like him more in John Wick 3 because that film is freaking awesome. And this film is just, you know, you have Keanu Reeves in the backdrop. But one thing I really need to give credit for this movie doing is making Bo Peep a character? That's unheard of, because what is she? I mean, she's barely in Toy Story 1 and 2, but she's not a character in those movies. She's a love interest for Woody. She has no impact on the plot whatsoever, and she's just there to be in love with Woody, and Woody's in love with her, and their awkward situation. Oh, it's so cute, and that is never something that's bothered me about those films, because I just never cared about her, but she has an actual character. She looks dead-faced in Toy Story 1 and 2, but she has a face, her animation is great, she has a character, a likable character. I really liked Bo Peep. I think they did her character great. I think they did great explaining where she's been. She's moved on. I loved her character. She's great. God, Forky. Forky's also in this movie. He was hilarious. I don't think Forky's the most memorable, outstanding point in this movie, because eventually, this is not real spoiler, the plot kind of forgets Forky's in it, which isn't that big of a problem. But eventually in this movie, like when you're talking about this movie with your friends, you're not going to mention Forky was one of the best parts, because he was good. I thought it was funny, and he had some hilarious jokes in it. But he's not the standout of the film. This film is mainly Woody's film. He's the main character in Toy Story, and you could say that about any of them. But he's mainly the one doing stuff. Buzz is doing some things. But mainly the film is about him and Bo Peep. That's what this film's about. Which I liked that they focused on just that relationship and made it a developed relationship. Like, that's unheard of. I didn't really buy the relationship in the first two, but I never really thought about it because it's very integral to the plot. But this film, it's integral to the plot, and it works, and I liked it. And there is something that some people are saying a lot online, that this film is a tearjerker, you're gonna cry. And I'm gonna say, it's not endgame cry for me. There was a point in the end where I was like, okay, here they come. And then the scene ends, and then I was like, oh, dang, I was actually gonna cry. Pixar, you're actually gonna make me cry again, like you did with Coco. And I didn't, because you dropped it too early. That being said, this scene is heartbreaking, and it's really sad, and I think most people will see this as another really sad, emotional Pixar movie that has a weight to it, Incredibles 2. God, this movie's so much better than Incredibles 2. Not that Incredibles 2 is bad, it's just forgettable. This film? No. And now this review is really cringy because I keep pausing the camera. I'll stop doing that now. Just kidding. As a whole, this film is Pixar. It's a Pixar film. It's a blast. It's a ton of fun. I think this review, I don't know how long it'll actually be, because right now I'm feeling very stale on what to say. But this is a blast. This was the most fun I've had in a movie all year. I haven't had such pure fun in a film this year. Endgame, absolute blast. I've seen that film 3 times for a reason, but this film was just more pure fun. That film had a lot more weight. I mean, this film has weight. Not saying Toy Story 4 doesn't have weight. I'm saying that Endgame made me cry twice, so. And this film didn't make me cry once. It got me emotional and almost tearing up. I actually teared up more watching Toy Story 3 today than I did watching Toy Story 4 today. Now, you might be thinking, why is that? Well, it's because I feel like I wouldn't tear up as much during Toy Story 3 because I've seen it already. But I actually teared up and cried. Or I teared up, not cried, because it goes on longer. The ending scene of this film, it could have gone on longer. And honestly, please don't make Toy Story 5. Please don't. By God, that would ruin this movie. By God. Seriously, sorry. Another thing I like out of this film was the villain, kinda, Gabby. She's not in this film a lot, but when she is, I actually liked her. And not as a villain, I liked her as a character. She's actually a really good character. They do something with her character at the end that I loved. It was great. You know what, here's how I'm going to describe this film. Pixar didn't care. Like, the main people up were like, alright, we want to make another Incredibles 2, $1 billion. What do we say? And then all the people there said, I don't know, sir. We could do Inside Out 2. Nonsense, that will make $1 billion. How about another Toy Story? The people, they're the creators. No. No Toy Story 4. That would ruin our perfect ending. Make money! So then the studio, basically, that was really cringy, but the studio basically was saying, we want money. We don't care if you ruin your perfect trilogy. We want to make $1 billion. You're going to make Toy Story 4, whether you like it or not. And then the studio decided, okay guys, we have to make Toy Story 4. The studio's requiring us to do it, so why don't we try hard, make a great extension to the trilogy we've already made that was perfect, and make a really emotional thing, and make this the last Toy Story movie, which, to be fair, I'm not really, we could get a Toy Story 5 in, when will it be? It's 20, let's see, if it's 2019, 2028, we'll get Toy Story 5, I don't know. Who am I kidding? Pixar's kind of turn into a money-hungry studio 8 years ago, so what am I saying here? They made Cars 2. And Toy Story 4, so. Alright, listen, I'm gonna get close to the camera right now, okay? If anybody, I mean anybody, compares Toy Story 4 to Cars 2, I wanna fight them, okay? I'm gonna fight them. If anything, this film is so much better than Cars 2. Like, way better. I will admit, if this film didn't have the emotional payoff in it, I don't think I would like it as much as I do. And I don't think I'd put it as high of a standard as I will, but I think that with that emotional ending, this film becomes so good. It's emotional, great. I freaking loved it. I think everybody's gonna like this. Everybody's gonna love it because it's, besides the emotional ending, it's the most pure fun Toy Story film. Like, I know Toy Story 3 is a lot of fun, but this film is just so much more fun. It was hilarious the entire time. I had a freaking blast with this movie. Guys, overall, Toy Story 4 is exactly, if anybody ever says, oh no, it's a perfect trilogy, they can't make a 4, just say, what about Toy Story 4? That's a good example, because they had the perfect trilogy. I didn't want them to ruin it at all. And they didn't ruin it at all. They gave us an emotional, sad, but also absolutely entertaining, hilarious movie. This is a great movie. I would recommend everybody go watch it. I loved it. Please go see it. It will make $1 billion, obviously, but this is a lot better than, if you're thinking we're going to go see another Incredibles 2, no, this is a lot better than Incredibles 2. And this is actually better than Coco. I'm actually going to go backwards. Ready? So it's better than Incredibles 2. Obviously. It's better than Coco. Obviously. It's better than... not Inside Out. No film's better than Inside Out. A couple films are. But if we go skip past Inside Out, and I actually skipped a film, it's way better than Finding Dory. It's way better than Cars 3. It's better than Monsters University. It's better than... what comes before Monsters? Oh, it's better than Brave. And it's uncomparable to Cars 2. And I don't think I like it as much as Toy Story 3, because that's one of my favorite Pixar films. But, you know what? This movie has achieved something that no other film has had. I've never had 4 movies consistently with the same rating of the perfect rating, because this might sound weird, but I'm going to give Toy Story 4 a 10 out of 10. I really almost did give it a 9. It is my least favorite of the Toy Story films, just because I just got out of it, and I haven't seen it a lot, so it could get better than Toy Story 2. Probably never better than the first 2, than 2 or 3, but, okay, it's never going to be better than 1 or 3, but it could end up being better than 2. But this is my least favorite Toy Story film, but it's up there. Actually, it's one of my favorite Pixar films. I love this. It was great, it was emotional, and this movie has officially made Toy Story the very first franchise to have 4 10 out of 10s. I believe there were almost half of Pixar films I give 10 out of 10. And then the other half is just 8 to 3. So, yeah. But I loved it. I think everybody should go check it out. Everybody will most likely have a freaking great time at this film. As much fun as I had. So my ranking of the Toy Story films, because I think that's fair if I give you guys that, goes the worst, Toy Story 4. Then it's Toy Story 2. Then it's Toy Story. My favorite is Toy Story 3. And yeah, that's not bad if you're the worst Toy Story film. But this could rise up above. I think it could go above Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 1. And maybe one day 3. Probably not, but maybe one day. I don't know, it's my second favorite movie of the year. It's not better than Endgame. No, most movies aren't. But it is my second favorite movie of the year. What do you guys think of Toy Story 4? I do have an announcement for the channel, because there will not be a review coming out next week, because frick, there's nothing to watch. You want me to watch frickin' Annabelle? No. I'm not going to be making I might make a video next week. I'm gonna review Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, and that's it. I'm not gonna review the Amazing Spider-Man or anything like that, because I just reviewed Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I kind of touched on the Amazing Spider-Man 2 there, Amazing Spider-Man, but I will review Amazing Spider-Man one day, and I keep saying Spider-Man. I will review Sam Raimi Spider-Man next week. I'm going on, there's the thing, I'm going on a trip on the 28th to the end of July, so there's not going to be, like, any videos in July, sorry for that. There's not even many movies coming out, but don't worry, there will be a Far From Home review in, like, my car or in the hotel, and then there will be a Lion King review in my car or the hotel, and then I'll make a couple other videos sprinkled in there. Freaking Comic-Con is in the middle of July, so there will be Comic-Con videos as well in the middle of July. So, yeah, I'm gonna go now because I don't have anything else to say about the next month. I don't have any big videos coming out in June, which sucks because I was really excited to release some more videos. And I am thinking over my trip, I think I'm editing a gigantic video, and you guys might see what that is. It might not happen, but it might. See you guys next time. Bye.